Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, "Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn." Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010.
If you can't make hay while the sun shines, another option is to make baleage when the weather won't cooperate. Here's what to consider on Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts. Interact with Successful Farming on social media. Like us on Facebook at Successful Farming USA and follow us on X at Successful Farm for tips, ideas, timely news, and information from our editors. Find us on Instagram at successful_farming and love the latest photo or video. And take a look behind the scenes with our editors on TikTok at successful_farming.
Everyone wants to harvest hay when forages are at their highest quality possible. One way to maintain forage quality with a tight weather window is to make baleage instead of dry hay. You can mow hay one day and bale it the next rather than waiting for a few days for the hay to dry. Jason Hartshoop is an extension educator in agriculture and natural resources at The Ohio State University. He says the process uses anaerobic conditions for preservation. Wrapping the bales tightly in plastic with no air allowed in is the key for good fermentation, which takes 6 to 8 weeks.
So during the fermentation process, the oxygen that is in that bale is utilized, and then you have this pH drop. The pH drop is really what preserves the hay as long as oxygen doesn't enter that bale. So if we don't have the proper pH drop and we still have some oxygen trapped within that bale wrap, we'll actually get mold.
Baling must be done when forage is at the correct moisture. If it's too wet or too dry, it won't ferment properly.
There's producers that make and call baleage between 20 and 40% moisture, but in reality, it can be a little bit wetter than that. Ideal baleage production and fermentation is going to be in that 40 to 60% moisture. A little bit drier, 30 to 40%. You may get some fermentation to inhibit mold growth, but it's not going to be ideal fermentation.
Baleage can be fed like hay, but needs to be used within a few days to prevent spoilage. I'm Jody Henke. Learn more about making baleage at agriculture.com.